You know, when you make a video almost every single day, you're able to have quite a bit of introspection. Originally, when I started this channel, it was kind of about venting about society and the economy, and then not having as many opportunities or good outcomes in life. And I think maybe I've come to a realization about life. Now, maybe not your life, maybe just my own. But complaining and venting for the sake of complaining and venting, without looking for some kind of solution, doesn't really seem to be the right answer. When we get into these echo chambers of just going to talk to people that constantly agree with us and validate our frame of mind or thoughts, it seems like that we just seek out these safe places to just vent and complain, because we know that if we keep going to these areas or it's talk to certain people, that we're not going to get judgment, and thus we just keep venting about the same thing but not actually coming to any kind of solution or problem solving frame of mind. I know that I'm pretty susceptible to complaining all the time, just especially to the camera, because there's no one else for me to complain to. The question is that I'm asking myself now, is it making a difference? I suppose if I didn't, maybe I wouldn't have come to the conclusion that maybe in the immediate term, it helps me get rid of some emotions, anger, anxiety, stress. But after that, repeating the same process and going back to just the same issues probably isn't really serving me. So perhaps it's talk it out and then come up with a solution or a frame of mind that I've already gone through these issues, I've already talked about them, processed, and now it's the time of action and the time of moving on from these issues. Kind of like if you're trying to lose weight, you know, you go through the stress of thinking about weight loss, maybe finding a plan, and getting to the point where you know you need to make a change in your weight, but just thinking about it's never gonna make the difference. It's the action that we have to do to make that change into like a reality. Like, you can plan until you're blue in the face, but until you actually take some action, whether it's mental or physical betterment, I think we're just going to repeat the same complaining loops that we have. And I'm along Lake Tahoe, by the way, right from Incline Beach. It's cool. This beach area has all these rocks to kind of climb on and boulder around. it's pretty solid. I'm gonna try and get down to Sand Harbor, which is a ways. Yeah. And then back. Of course, round trip. The water also here is so incredible. It's so clear and kind of like this green tinge. I suppose subconsciously I started doing YouTube, making this channel, just because I felt so powerless and that all I was doing is complaining about not finding a job that paid me an adequate wage, had good benefits, you know, a good schedule, I suppose, a title. My life was really in the hands of other people. And so even though I'm not making any money out from this channel, it's kind of like, in a way, reclaiming some of my own life back, putting some control back in my own hands by doing something. Even if I don't make any money off of it, it's still like an endeavor and something that I learn from every day. And I'm learning more about myself and learning how to edit videos and think of topics, and maybe just thinking for my own, you know, for once, instead of taking other people's opinions and making them my own. In a way, formulating ideas and thus creating my own opinions, belief systems, and sharing something with the world that's not negative and trying to sell something and just making something to just for the sake of influencing, perhaps. I don't know if that really makes sense. Maybe I guess I'm trying to influence. I don't know. All I know is I'm creating, and this is kind of like a form of art and an outlet. I guess that's all. I almost just lost my phone in the water. This is maybe Balancing Rock, what they're calling, but it's cool because it's like on these slabs of other rocks. It would probably be more exciting if I was like in a big city like New York or something. But you know, I gotta work with what I have, and so this scenery is what I got, and that's what I gotta work with. So that's what you're stuck with. Welcome to Sand Harbor. This is one of the more popular places and famous in Lake Tahoe. You got these cool rock formations out in the middle of the lake. Nice sandy beach over here. And usually it's really calm in the summertime, even when the winds is blasting through. As you can see right now, the water, just primo. This is like probably optimal conditions right now. Not very many people. It's sunny in the middle of winter. Crazy. The only thing is to get here, the trail is so rough. There is not one section of it that's really that easy. There is not any smooth paved trail at all. in all reality, this part is just like so mind-numbing. I'd much rather be down there scrambling around if I could, but alas, it is not possible. Good old Sand Harbor. Especially beautiful right now. It's kind of got this nice greenish blue tint to the water here. Probably because it's a lot of ice melt right now. Probably incredibly cold. Ooh. Yeah, that is for sure some good ice water. It's a little bit different than the usual hikes up in the mountains, but still noteworthy. Well, part of this walk could have been really boring on the trail, but still definitely worth getting out here, climbing around some boulders, seeing the lake, totally beautiful. And also just thinking about complaining about everything, the lack of proper jobs, health insurance, housing. I made a video ago, I was really complaining about it and how we need to make our own jobs, which I'm definitely still a proponent of, but perhaps just go about it in a positive way. It's never going to be easy. Even just having a normal 9 to 5 is a challenge. And so finding solutions that are equitable, help your own state of being, other people, smile on your face. I hear so many people complaining about relationships, their jobs, not enough money. You know, everyone has got these struggles. But instead of just the constant venting, perhaps it's time to find some solutions. Get out of the safe spaces. You know, it's a safe space is kind of like where someone farts and it's okay. We all do it. But then everyone does it. And eventually we're just in a room smelling like farts. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Who knows, this might all be totally covered in snow and in a blizzard the next time we see each other. So we might as well enjoy the moment.